Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture channel, Premium Cigar and Spirits. And today, I said we're going to do a special one, but unfortunately, the local store that I wanted to grab this whiskey from sold out. So I had to come home, regroup. I'm sitting down, examining my humidor, seeing what whiskey would go great with this cigar, when I decided I'm going to have a Privada cigar myself. And then it hit me. I'm going to do it with a Privada cigar. And I'm doing it with the Maduro bundle. Yep, I got 20 Maduro cigars in a bundle from Privada Club for 90 bucks. So when you do the math, 90 divided by 20, this stick broke down to $4.50. And I decided to pair it with my favorite Japanese whiskey, which is on sale for 60 bucks. So that's right, folks. $65 for a little bit more flavor I think you should get, and a little bit more of a better whiskey. That being said, let's get into this. The cigar on the body will give you heavy earth off of the foot. You get a nice little cedar kick, and on a cold draw, you get earth and cedar. Now, the stick itself is a 5.5 by 54 stick. So this is a decent sized stick, even though I got giant paws. Now, the main reason I chose this stick is because of this. This stick is a pure Frankenstein monster. When I got it, it was cracked. I had to order some cigar glue, and as you can see, I had to put it back together. Now, this stick also sat in my humidor for well over a year and a half because, truthfully, I forgot I had it in there. So, that being said, I'm going to get into and I'm going to come back at the first third. I'm going to show you the cello, and I'm going to tell you if anything else is going on with this flavor. All right, folks. Okay, everyone. I'm back. And as you can see, I have the cello on the video. And as you can see, that cello has a ton of oil in it coming off of this cigar. That being said, I wanted you to see how well aged this cigar really is. So let me open up the fingers. Now, let's go ahead and continue doing a review on this. So far, it hasn't deviated. I'm getting that cedar, earth coming off of this cigar. The retrohal's real smooth. That's a little bit cedar in the smoke, but nothing else at this point. Also, I'm thinking that I'm having a little bit of a harder time getting some of the flavor out of the cigar is because, unfortunately, as you can see, it's a Frankenstein monster. I had to really glue this sucker back together. Now, going from there, I can honestly say the burn, even though it's a monster, it's not razor sharp, but it's trying to get there because, like I said, this is well aged. I had it in my humidor for over a year and a half. You can see by the cello how dark it is. It came to me already well aged. So I'm going to say this cigar has probably been aged on the young side estimate 4, on the old side estimate 6 years. So, like I said, before I got it. So, let's put it in a halfway point. I'm going to say it's been aged over 5 years. A year and a half by me and over 4 years by them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and see if the flavor profile kicks in. Because, like I said, it's a monster and it's fighting. It hasn't put itself out. The ash is holding good. And, unfortunately, Privada, they always send good cigars out. So, that being said, see you at the halfway point. All right, folks, we are back. And as you can see, the burn is still off. It's that roller coaster going. I also had to do a touch-up light on it. Not because it went out, because it developed a severe shag. That being said, the flavor profile hasn't changed much. You're still getting cedar, that earth, but what you are getting on the lips is a sweetness. I don't know what it is. It's very soft and mild, quite pleasant, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not translating through the smoke. That being said, as far as this pairing would go, I would give this a, hate to do it to you, but so far, I'm going to give this thing a solid 6.5. Like I said, this is balling on a budget. I wasn't expecting much, but it is what it is. The most enjoyable thing about this so far is the construction of the cigar. It's very tightly packed. It has a good draw on it, even though, as you can see, I had to put it back together, and it's smooth. The retrohale is completely smooth. So, that being said, I'm thinking even the tobacco in this may have been aged slightly before they put it in here. Because usually, with younger cigars, sometimes they like to put pepper in it or something or the other, or they get a peppery tobacco leaf and they put it in here. Other than that, it's just solid. So, like I said, I'm giving it like a 6.5 for the pairing. Hopefully, up here it's going to open up and they all will get more flavor. If I get more flavor and I feel this pairing deserves a change on the number I've given it, I'll do that. All right, folks, see you at the final third. All right, folks, we're down to this final third. As you can see, it developed a shag and the burn is off. Like I said, I had to put this sucker back together, so it's not surprising me. Now, what it is surprising me, there was a flavor profile change going through the halfway point. Now, you're getting walnuts off of this thing. And I mean, it will dry out your palate. The retrohale, you're getting that little kick of walnut in it, but that's about it. So the retrohale remains nice and smooth. And if you want to know what walnuts taste like, come on, think about it. This that time of year, Thanksgiving, you're going to crack them open, you're going to eat a bunch, and next thing you know, you're going to be thirsty, whatever. That's exactly what this is doing. That being said, the draw on this is still good, and I will admit that sometimes I have to do a double puff on it to keep it, more or less to get some more smoke out of it and keep it going. Other than that, a pretty solid cigar, like I said, other than me having to doctor it back together. Far as the pairing would go, alright, it's up to a 7. It's nothing real spectacular, something you're going to have to call your buddies over to enjoy and put it together, but it is something very, very enjoyable for what I'm doing right now and for the time that I have right now. The cigar is going on a solid 60 minutes, and other than that, there's nothing else more to be said about this cigar and what I'm pairing it with, which is my favorite Japanese whiskey, again, Shinobu 10. And if you want to get it, unfortunately, you have to be in the Cincinnati area if you're in Ohio, because I looked it up. It's on last call, and it's down here in Cincinnati. It is nowhere near us. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead, make this the last video, get a couple more pictures in, And if there's a flavor profile change or anything else that happens to it, I'll make another small little video to this. All right, folks, y'all stay out there, keep it smoking, stay smoky, and remember, cigars are meant to be enjoyed by everyone. And this is one of them cigars I can honestly say a newbie would enjoy. I'm out.